Quick video today on the buying versus renting discussion and how every realtor, I think, has this wrong. Here's the scenario. When I go to all these real estate, maybe it's even Zulia or Trulia, all these different real estate driven blogs, and I'm reading an article on renting versus buying, and I get to the bottom, every single one of them that's written by a realtor seems to be saying the same thing. You need to buy. Buying now. Buying seems to be the answer, like the one-size-fits-all given by realtors in the market right now for potential buyers. And that's totally bogus, okay? We need to debunk this a little bit. And the correction that needs to be made is this. Buying versus renting, it's not a real estate question. It's you take that, you zoom out on it, and you address it as a personal finance question because it looks different for every single person. And I get the logic that they use. So here's the scenario that I'm seeing on these real estate websites. Is scenario one, renting. Let's assume that in this scenario your rent is $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year over the course of 3 years, $36,000. Simple math, right? And you don't see any return on that. So people see this as $36,000 down the drain. And in a sense, they're totally right. You're never going to see a return on that money. You buy a home, and let's say your mortgage is $1,000 a month, and half of that goes toward the principal of your home, half of that goes toward the interest. Then the return you're seeing on that is $500 going toward your principal every month. That's $6,000 a year. Over 3 years, that's almost $20,000. Financially, when you approach it simplistically, just like that, it's a no-brainer. You can either throw $36,000 away, or you can buy a home and over 3 years have almost $20,000 into your home before taking into account the equity for the appreciation of your home over time. This seems like a no-brainer. Everyone should be buying real estate. Buy. Interest rates are great. And don't forget, they're onto something. When people say, interest rates right now, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, you need to be out there. I mean, they're right. The interest rates are incredible right now. I know I bought my home 4 years ago now. I had an incredible loan officer, and I got it at the right time, and my interest rate is under 3%. That's ridiculous. And my home has appreciated in these last 4 years tens of thousands of dollars. That's insane. It's a lot of fun. I love being a homeowner. Little tangent there. If we take the real estate question, the scenario I just gave you, zoom out and take a look at it from a personal finance perspective, the approach I would want to take with my clients is more, what is your financial situation? Where are you in life right now? Single, married, do you have kids? Do you have solid, steady income? Do you have other debts going out every month? Because these car payments, student loans, things of this nature, that's going to play into your debt to income ratio. So whenever I recommend, hey, let's get on the horn with one of my loan officers, that's one of the first things they're going to be asking is, what other debts do you have? And what's the ratio to that based on how much money that you're bringing in every month? So it may actually make sense in a lot of cases to not buy, go ahead and pay off that, that $5,000 that you owe still on your car, because then that's going to affect your debt to income ratio. You're going to be able to qualify for a better loan, better interest rate, and buy more house or, maybe a different part of town. The financial situation of each person looks so different that I get so frustrated on these blogs where at the end of every article, it's like, yeah, you should be buying, period, end of statement. Go out and buy all this real estate. So that's really what I wanted to say today. Let's approach this question as a personal finance issue, not just a buying versus renting. And something else to keep in mind is when buying a home, you want to make sure that where you're buying, you're going to be staying there at least 2 years. And the reason for that is selling your home in under 2 years and buying it, you're going to have to pay out a capital gains tax. And if your home has increased in value a lot over those 2 years and you end up selling it for quite a bit more, you could get hit with some big taxes here. So there are lots of different things that go into play. And something that's been on my mind too is debt that's associated with education. We have these 18-year-old high school graduates going into college and financing 4 years for a bachelor's degree, maybe 7 years to finish their master's, graduating, having 6 figures of debt in their name, and then wondering why with their entry-level job they're not qualifying for the type of home that they thought that they were going to be getting. And I'm going to do a bonus video, I think later today or tomorrow. I'm going to link it up. I'll do it right now. We're going to link it up right here. Boom. There it is. I want you to check that out too. That'll be a video on education and how that affects our debt to income ratio. I got a couple more ideas I want to share with you guys. So buying versus renting, the short answer is, I don't know. But the other answer is, when every other realtor like that I've seen out there at the end of every article seems to be saying, yes, buy. That makes me suspicious. I hope it makes you suspicious too. More videos coming later. This is CharlieKnowsHomes.com.